Hey, what's going on, guys? It's GCP here. Thank you so much, as always, to Thunder for allowing us smaller YouTubers the opportunity to grow by showcasing us on his community channel. As always, big ups to Thunder. Go check out his YouTube channel, his main one, 402 Thunder 402, and also appreciate all the support that you guys give to everybody who showcases themselves on this community channel. With that being said, let me talk about the topic that I'm going to get into, which was actually inspired by Thunder by one of his videos that I saw recently in a live com, where there was one guy on the other team who was getting really triggered by Thunder using this setup with the SG-12 with the operator mod. Now, I personally know, as well as Thunder knows, that this is a cheese setup. This is an overpowered setup, and a lot of times we use these weapons because they give us an advantage in this game, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, because with so many variations of guns, launchers, and melee weapons, not only that, but also to mention attachments and perks that have been created for every game over the years, it's just no surprise that developers have not been able to balance each one as well as they could have, and that's a fact. But some weapons and loadouts become infamous for being overpowered. You take a look at the many weapons over the years when it comes down to it: the M16 from COD 4, the Battle 27 from Advanced Warfare, the FAMAS from Black Ops, the Akimbo models from Modern Warfare 2, the MP40 from World at War. There are so many others out there that I have not mentioned on this list, and it also comes down to attachments as well. The noob tubes, the heartbeat sensors, the strobe lights, and many more, as well as perks: Ghost from Black Ops, Assassin from Modern Warfare 3, and again, like I said before, there's a lot more that I haven't mentioned, but you guys get the point. There are so many loadouts, so many weapons and attachments and perks that have not been balanced, that are completely overpowered, and everybody knows them. And everybody who uses them are considered, I guess in air quotes to put it, noobs, or, you know, cheesy. If you're called a tryhard for using these weapons, it's because they are completely overpowered and they give you an advantage over your opponents. In the live com where Thunder was using the SG-12 with the operator mod, he was being called a noob for using that weapon. And Thunder made a great point, which kind of inspired me to use this as a commentary topic, where he said, you didn't buy that game for me, or you didn't buy this game for me. You know, you didn't pay the 60 bucks for me to play this game, so I get to play the game however the hell I want to. And he makes such a great point with that, and it made a whole lot of sense, because whatever it is you choose to use in the game, it's totally up to you. Like, there isn't a standard rule set where you can't use a certain weapon because it's overpowered, because it's cheesy. You know, somebody else didn't purchase the game and give you the rules and give you a set, you know, certain loadout to use. You can use any single weapon, any single loadout, any single perk, any single attachment that you want to. If that provides fun for you, a fun experience for you in this video game, because at the end of the day, this is a video game, and video games, last time I checked, were a hobby, some form of entertainment, then that's okay for you to use, and people should not label you for being a tryhard or a noob. Even though we like in this Call of Duty community to call people tryhards and noobs for using certain attachments and weapons, but at the end of the day, however we look at it, it's still a video game. Play it however you like. You purchased the game with your hard-earned money. You should be able to play it however the heck you want to. And again, like I said before, this is a game or a franchise that has seen many overpowered weapons, loadouts, perks, attachments, etc. And for us to be able to use them in any which way that we want to is totally up to us. Don't worry so much about what other people think about you. Don't worry so much about what other people will label you as. There's been many times where I've been labeled a noob or a tryhard or a cheater for using some pretty cheesy class setups. And honestly, this flawless gameplay that you guys are watching right now is because I was using a cheesy setup, and I know that, but it gives me an advantage. And whatever gun or setup or loadout you use in the game, it doesn't even have to be Call of Duty, use it if it gives you an advantage, and most importantly, use it if it gives you the fun factor. If it provides a fun experience for you in that game, then by all means use it. Care less about what other people think of you. It's a video game after all. What, you're gonna get threatened online by using a certain weapon? You're gonna get a hate message for using something that there's an unwritten rule for? Somebody set a standard for everybody to use, like you can only use underpowered weapons, you can only use weapons that are balanced? Where is that rule written? Somebody please show me where that's written. I think it's just so ingrained in our minds to use and to avoid, weapons that are overpowered. We have to use weapons that are balanced. Where is that written? I don't remember anywhere that is allowed for us to use only balanced weapons. Like, I don't get it. I remember also the DSR from Black Ops 2, how easy mode that was. And people were so against that. I was against that. For so many years, I've always had this thing in mind that if you use overpowered weapons, you're a noob. But recently, and I just made a commentary on this on my channel about overpowered weapons and cheese setups, that it is okay. It is okay for us to use whatever is gonna give us an advantage in the game. When it comes to Modern Warfare, when it comes out, it's gonna be okay for us to use whatever we want in that game. Care less about what other people think of you. If it gives you an advantage, if it provides a fun experience for you, if it allows you to get a good gameplay and you have fun doing it, then by all means use it. Because guess what? The other person who's calling you a noob or calling you out for using that setup, they can use the exact same setup back at you. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you again to Thunder for allowing me to post to the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Feel free to come over and subscribe to my channel as well. Always appreciate the love that you guys show. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. With that being said, this is GCP signing off.